every intelligent, logical theory about the world's history, there's one that is just strange.
He also believed that the sun was only 32 miles across, not 860,000.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 bizarre alternate theories of history.
The human race will become one family, and the world the abode of reasonable men.
For this list, we're looking at those theories that people once or somehow still do believe about the past. However, we're not including prophecies, such as the prediction of the end of the world in 2012.
Now, the victims, and we've seen many, are said to have adhered to the Mayan quiche calendar, which predicts the end of time to occur on the 21st of December of this year.
Nor are we including creation myths, like the idea that we all live on the back of a turtle. Number 10. The garbage theory. Many bizarre theories of history involve aliens in one way or another.
The secret of electricity was given to the Egyptians by the extraterrestrials.
But none is as gross as the garbage theory. Suggested by Thomas Gold of Cornell University, this theory states that humans essentially evolved from garbage that was left on Earth by visiting aliens thousands of years ago. We guess this could explain why humans produce an enormous amount of trash. Perhaps it's just in our DNA.
And launch the garbage into outer space. Some experts claim the ball might return to Earth someday, but their concerns were dismissed as depressing.
Number 9. The zoo hypothesis.
Yeah, the system zoo can enlighten you.
From one alien theory to another, the zoo theory suggests that aliens not only exist, but are also completely aware of the human species on Earth. It even goes so far as to say that aliens won't make contact with us until we reach a specific technological, political, or ethical standard. Essentially, we're like animals in a zoo. If the animals had no idea they were being watched by thousands of people.
It's fake. It's all for you.
I don't understand.
And the sky and the sea, everything. It's a set.
don't
It's a
believe.
show. Everybody's
You'll be all right.
watching you. Please, don't
Please,
listen to him.
Lauren.
He's gonna lie to you. Watch this right now.
Number 8. The Matrix theory or simulation hypothesis.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Is there a chance one of us could be Neo? According to this theory, yes.
You are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch.
Some scientists have hypothesized that we actually live in a computer program, and human life is essentially one large simulation. Basically, life's just one big game of The Sims.
Oh, he's broken the toilet as well. Oh, that has to be replaced.
Of course, we have no way of knowing whether this is true or not, because these computers stimulate our minds and create our reality, making us think that what we are experiencing is real.
Obviously this feels real, but it seems unlikely to be real.
Number 7. Expanding or growing Earth hypothesis.
That huge canyon, it wasn't there this morning. And 400 miles further north, Point Reyes, same thing.
Believe it or not, this theory was first suggested by Charles Darwin. Hey, even geniuses have an off day. However, if you ignore plate tectonics, this theory could make some sense. It states that the Earth is always expanding. The continents were originally part of a large supercontinent, but instead of drifting apart, they separated because the Earth expanded. Surprisingly, there are still present-day advocates of this theory, proving that some people will believe absolutely anything.
This means that the Earth is accelerating in its growth. In the last 65 million years, Earth nearly doubled in size.
At least this theory is slightly more plausible than the geophysical global cooling hypothesis, which claims that the Earth is contracting.
Now that is just ridiculous, dude.
Number 6. The sky is a ceiling. Essentially, the idea here is that Earth is one giant box or container that we live in, and that the sky is the top or uppermost limit of that box.
Ceiling to the sky, ceiling to the sky.
In other words, the sky is a ceiling. This is a notion that goes back to ancient Egypt. Of course, the invention of the telescope and eventually space travel disproved this theory.
Everybody good? Plenty of slaves for my robot colony?
Give him a humor setting so he'd fit in better with his unit. Thinks it relaxes us.
Number 5. The hollow Earth hypothesis. Okay, so we know that the Earth is not a ceiling, but what if what we saw in the sky was actually located in the center of the Earth? That's the basis for this theory, which was hypothesized as far back as the late 17th century, perhaps even earlier depending on your sources, but became popular in the early 19th century thanks to John Cleves Sims Jr. The U.S. Army officer and lecturer stated that the Earth was a shell over 800 miles thick, with openings at both poles. U.S. President John Quincy Adams even supported a potential expedition to the North Pole hole. But thankfully, Andrew Jackson stopped it before it could even begin.
It's a sea. It's an ocean with waves and currents. The ocean of the underworld.
Number 4. The Anunnaki Aliens.
Giant beings with muscular bodies wearing things that look like wristwatches.
Thanks in large part to the History Channel, many people believe that aliens were somehow involved with ancient civilizations. Could it have been an alien race known as the Anunnaki?
They were, in a sense, extraterrestrials. They walked the earth. They ruled people.
The Anunnaki were the gods in Mesopotamian cultures, in particular the Sumerian pantheon. But this theory suggests that they were actually a race of aliens that settled on planet Earth to mine gold. The real question is, why did aliens need gold?
Perhaps the answer can be found, not here on Earth, but on another planet.
Number 3. The Illuminati through history.
The Illuminati? They disappeared hundreds of years ago.
Did they? Look at that again. It's an ambigram. It's the same image, forward and backward.
You may be surprised to learn that there once was an actual group considered to be the real Illuminati. While today the term applies to several groups, it usually refers specifically to the Bavarian Illuminati, a secret society that was founded in 1776.
But the Illuminati were infiltrators. There wasn't a powerful organization on Earth they didn't penetrate, including the Vatican, by hiding in plain sight.
While most people believe that the society essentially ended in 1790, some theories suggest that the group survived and was responsible for several important historical events, including the French Revolution and the assassination of JFK. Several modern organizations also claim to be related to the original group.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
Number 2. Lemuria and Atlantis.
Now some of you may ask, why Atlantis? It's just a myth, isn't it? Pure fantasy. Well, that is where you'd be wrong.
Most people know the story of Atlantis, an island that allegedly submerged into the Atlantic Ocean. Lemuria has a similar story. Supposedly, it was a landmass that was located in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. The theory of Lemuria was suggested by Philip Slater in an attempt to explain the presence of similar fossils in India and Madagascar.
Granite, which normally forms only on dry land, is a strong evidence that a continent used to exist in the area.
Although there is proof that several sunken continents do exist, the theories of Lemuria and Atlantis have largely been dismissed, although their myths are still relatively popular.
Milo, I gotta hand it to you. You really came through. But I take that back.
No honorable mentions this time around.
What happened to Helga?
Yeah, we lost her when a flaming Zeppelin come down on it. Missing.
Number 1. The Flat Earth Model.
Okay, Brother Flintstone, we need a strike to win. Can you do it?
Hey, is the Earth flat?
Of course, we have to end with one of the most famous theories about the Earth. This notion claims that the Earth isn't round, but rather flat, and that it's possible to sail off the end of the world. Of course, it's almost universally known that this theory is false, and that the Earth is indeed round. But some proponents of this idea still exist, such as the group known as the Modern Flat Earthers.
But they're all fake images. There is no actual image of a ball Earth. If you Google it, you'll see that they're all composites, CGI, or literally taken through a round window in low Earth orbit. That's how they faked the first one.
Guess these people have never looked at a picture of the Earth from space.
500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat, and 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet.
Imagine what you'll know tomorrow.
Do you agree with our list?
Nobody knows.
What's your favorite bizarre theory of history? For more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It's been around for centuries. It's just been forgotten.